What's up, y'all? Oh man, sorry for the late upload. But Station 19, Season 3, Episode 8. I'm so very happy right now. You have no clue the excitement that have come over me for the ending of this episode. I'll let that ride. Uh, this episode, everybody's just kind of down and sad and off this week, and with the death. Andy dealing with still Ryan's death and dealing with her dad and Sullivan and all that. She's been sad about that. Jack, of course, is sad that he's got Vasquez in the hospital, and he thinks that it's his fault. Kinda is his fault. Uh, just because Vasquez wasn't listening to him because of what he did with his wife, but at the same time, it's kind of not his fault. Um, but he feels how he feels. Uh, there's everybody's just sad. Bishop, of course, is sad because like she's lost all her friends because she's being a mean, grouchy person. She got the job that she wanted, but she's not doing the job justice. She's not doing the job whole like she's good at the job, but she's not good at um so it's all about how you say things. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And she hasn't perfected that. So bad, bad, bad. So now we got that out of the way. Miller, he got left at with the baby last week. Um, you know, I saw that coming, like I said. We finally get to see Miller flashbacks. And this isn't the flashbacks that I had hoped for Miller. But I guess everybody's flashbacks are kind of this way, but I just would like to see Miller as a child since he's like the only rich kid on this show and he's a black rich kid at that. It would have been nice to see him like as a child, but I guess that didn't have to do nothing with his story of how he became a firefighter. So basically he had a friend who was uh overdosed or had took some pills and then he fell in the water and he, gave him CPR until he spit up the water. And, that's kind of how he became a firefighter. How he got out of it would have been I want to see more about that. I wonder if they'll like do more than one turn of these. But it would be nice to see if how um his parents reacted to the news. We know he doesn't get along with his mom like that. So it'd be nice to kind of see that aspect of it as well. Um, so he's like questioning with the baby and everything, and Pruitt comes over and helps him figure things out with the kid. Because Pruitt pretty much raised Andy on his own because his wife died, and so he has a little bit of experience with that. And then he's also just good with children in general. Um, so yeah. Uh, Sullivan, he goes to see Amelia, um, for the pain in his legs and everything, and she's giving him some alternative options that Karasik did not, which is why it's cool to see different doctors' approaches. We don't get to see that side of it much on Grey's Anatomy, how different doctors approach medicine. Usually they're doctors, they're surgeons, they're cutting, so they're pretty much all giving people medicine. We never get to see the side where people are using different types of medicine to heal patients. This is more of a, and the reason why Amelia can do that is because it all ties in. She was private practice, and that's what they did. They had all different types of sort of ways that they dealt with different types of medicine. Pete, he did all different types of medicine, healing medicines, all that type of stuff. Acupuncture and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see that part of it from the Grace Sloan Memorial cast. Yeah. So she pretty much just tells him like, bro, you got a problem, bro. You need to go to a meeting, bro. It's it's no good, bro. And He's like, bro, I'm not an addict. And I honestly don't think that he's an addict. I think that I'm in pain and I need this medicine because I'm in pain. Like, he's literally in pain. He's not taking it because of anything else but the fact that he is in pain. But because he's taking so much of it, it's becoming a problem. And regardless of the fact that he's in pain, it's still not good for him. You know what I mean? It's not good for him, and it's kind of causing the issue. But I don't see that. I don't see that. I don't know. I don't see that. I guess it's the bottom line is, if you are an addict, it doesn't matter how you became one. You are one until you get over your problem. So they kind of deal with that. Um, Sullivan, she's telling Amelia tells him, like, bro, you need to go do therapy or anything. He's like, bro, I'm not depressed, and he's like, bro, you are depressed. You don't, like, you're hurting. You're in pain every day. You're taking medicine. Who's your outlet? Like, pain, chronic pain causes depression. I know this from experience that chronic pain causes depression. I've been there, so I 100% this kind of relates to me a little bit. But he doesn't want to accept it. Men, you know how men are. They don't want to accept any of that. But they kind of walk it out and everything. Bailey, and this is how Bailey hears about uh, about his pain and everything. And she goes to bed and she's like, bro, is this what you was talking about? Was taking that medicine? And he's like, bro, how did you know that? And I just want to say this: how many times have we seen Dr. Bailey wear that purple shirt? Like, I feel like I have seen. She has a lot of shirts. A lot of all her clothes look the same. She, like, all her whole, like, fits. All of the, she's got this, like, homey look to her, and I'm just like, bro, can we give Dr. Bailey a new wardrobe? She looks super old for no reason. She not that old. We need to give her a new wardrobe. You feel me? So yeah. Anyways, they pretty much talk about, you know, um, the situation with Sullivan and all that, and telling Ben you got to do the right thing, and yeah, that was pretty much that. Um, Jackson and Vic talk because Vic moved all her stuff into Jackson's place last week. Now Jackson comes to the fire station. He comes with the bags in his hand, and he says, like, bro, the maid found all these a couple of your bags, and he brings them to her, and he's like, bro, you can't just move in my place without telling me. And she's like, yeah. So she kind of makes it harder on herself because she's like, bro, I didn't think you would notice that I kind of moved in. And he's like, you're just kind of making it hard on yourself. And she's like, yeah. And yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why I always forget to adjust the light before, but hey, whatever. So yeah, he's like, bro, you kind of making it hard on yourself. And she's pretty much like, um, yeah, I just shouldn't have done it. So then she moves in with Miller, and she's like, yo, I'll help you raise your kid. Um, PPD, whatever they were calling her, TPD, is that they were calling her? I think TPD. And he was like, bro, I'll help you raise your kid. You know what I'm saying? I'll help you with the baby. You'll hire a nanny, bro. You're filthy rich. Not filthy rich, but you're rich. Like, you got some money, bro. You can do this. And yeah, so she's pretty much like, we can figure this out, bro. We can figure this out. Now, the way this episode ended, I am happy about. Andy is like, and Jack, they talk, and they talk about how. Okay, wait a minute. 1 second before I get into that. Bishop, she's with DeLuca's sister and Dr. DeLuca. I guess that's her name too. Um, they talk, and she's like, man, I ruined the whole fire station. Basically referencing the incident that they had this episode, which was the truck came and rampaged 9 motorcycles and killed like almost everybody there. And she's like, I'm in the truck of the fire station. I'm in the truck of the She's like, I ruined the station. I ruined the friendship. And she like has a complete breakdown. And she's like, they're just over her. They can't take it anymore. And she's like a terrible leader. She just wasn't made for the. She was good at the job. Like I said at the beginning, she's good at the job. She just don't know how to say things. She just a little bit overly over, too much, because partly how she was raised. She was an Olympian, so I mean I get that, but you know it's kind of so that yeah, so that's that. I had to mention that Andy and Jack are at the bar, and Andy talks a little bit about Andy. They talk about like how he's like, bro, do you want to go ahead and have friend sex? And she's like, no. She's like, I got what I needed out of that. I'm healed. Like I'm healing now. I'm doing better now. I don't need that anymore. And she says, thank you. And they thank each other. Blah blah. They still live together, which that's weird. But it seems that they used to be engaged. Hey, none of my business. So Andy gets over there to Sullivan's house, having so excited though. She goes to Sullivan's house. And she like, bro, uh, I'm dealing with everything now. I need to let go and forgive, do this, that. He's like, will you just kiss me? And they finally kiss. I was so excited, bro. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Bro, the feelings that came over me about that, you just don't even know. I was super, super excited about that. Um, but yeah, I'll cut it off now. But next week, dog, Bishop is finna be like, Bishop! She is ready to give up the job. And she's giving up this job right when Andy and Sullivan have gotten together now. So, with that being said, that's made me think, is Andy going to give up the job? Is she going to take the job? Or is she going to stay with Sullivan? Because now that she's got one thing that she couldn't have before, now the thing that she wanted is there. And Andy isn't like Bishop. She's not the type to throw everybody away just to have a job. So I wonder how this will turn out. This is like, I'm excited. I don't know. I want to see how this is. Hopefully, it'll happen towards the beginning of the episode. I feel like Andy is going to tell her, you chose this. This is the path you chose. You need to learn how to deal with it. I feel like that's where we're going, but then it also can go the other way. And if it goes the other way, Andy and Sullivan can't be together. I don't think that they would do that though. I think that she's gonna be like, no, you wanted this job so bad, you get it over here and you deal with it. You toughen it out. You apologize. You fix it. I think that's how that's gonna go. But we'll see. Anyways, I will see you guys next week. And yeah, so yeah, I'll see y'all later.